Hello, DigiFam. I bring to you today a brief little segment of a personal vlog type of thing before I get into the deck profile. Uh, Now, in the previous video, I did like a full-on vlog type of thing describing why I took a bit of a break from doing some uploads and computer issues, and amongst all that, it mentioned my dog's health. So now I wish to go ahead and go into details of what has happened recently during the holidays. Like I mentioned in my previous video, my dog's health was not good. It was a heart along with seizure issues. And the last couple months, we've had her on medicines to help with it and try and prolong her life. And as of December 12th, after being up with her all night, my poor dog, my baby, Tootsie, passed away. Now, while I go over some stuff, I want to do like a little slideshow in the background here of my Tootsie. I got her from my mother, who got her from my brother around, I believe, Mother's Day, when she was just a puppy. And she's been with me for about 14, maybe 15 years now, and it's just been devastating for me lately, especially for that type of thing to happen like less than 2 weeks from Christmas. And I'm going to miss her dearly. I have been crying a lot lately and grieving. So, yeah, I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff as of late. That's why my uploads have been kind of disrupted, because of the holidays plus that little bit happening. And as you can see, she was quite the playful little thing. She always loved to be laying on a sofa or on a pillow or blanket, even getting in dirty laundry and laying in the baskets. But yeah, that's what has happened with me lately, and this is why I have not done as many uploads as much as I wanted to. I don't know when I will be able to get back to some sense of normalcy, but I just wanted to let you guys know and share with you all my loss. It's taking a lot of energy just not to cry right now. I'm hoping you out there in the digital land will understand where I'm coming from when I say it's just been hard to try and do anything with Digimon right now, because in a sense I have lost my partner, my little Digimon partner, a little dog Digimon named Tootsie. But anyway, this shouldn't take too much longer, and then we'll actually get into the deck profile. But please give me your hopes and prayers as I struggle, both me and my fiance, to get past this very difficult time. She was such a scaredy cat. She was even scared of hamsters and bugs. Always a barker, but never a biter. She'd even check herself out in front of a mirror whenever the doorbell rang to try and make sure she looks tough before she goes around barking. But yeah, this was my baby. This was this past Christmas, right before Christmas, really. We got her underneath the tree for some pictures. And this is when she's, after she's already passed. She was laying in a bed. I was trying to get her comfortable, and that's me giving her a baby blanket. My baby's gone. And that's her, the puppy with my mother. Look at that. She was the size of a Beanie Baby. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. And that's why I've been unable to do any more uploads as of late. I've just been processing a lot. But I do want to at least try and bring you this deck profile here. We're going to go over 3 great angels, and I hope that my baby is up there in heaven amongst these angels right now. All right, give me a moment. All right, so 3 great angels. We did recently get some new support in the form of the last new set, BT, I think it was 17, I believe. Kind of lost track and my mind's not thinking too clearly. I have tested a couple of the new cards. I will go over the changes I have made since my gameplay. And of course, these are all optional. You can swap this up as you want, but this is my deck profile with very little changes compared to the video that you saw on my channel of gameplay. For our egg, we're running Tokomon. Your turn once per turn, when a card is added to your security stack, you draw a card. And of course, we're running 4 copies of Patamon from BT14. Being able to evolve from your security, if it works out that way, is great, along with that inheritable. And again, I apologize if I'm not able to do this deck profile quite as well as I would like, but I did want to get something out there as well as give you all a quick update as to what's going on with me, because I don't think many people saw my vlog video. We're also running Salamon from BT15. I've actually cut back on her. I was running her at 4, but we're running only 3 here. Luxmon was also another one that I cut back just a little bit. We was running 4 of him, but we cut that back down to 3. Let's see. We also have Angemon, the secret rare from BT14. When attacking, it can basically sacrifice itself to bottom deck a virus or to get something minus 5000 DP, as well as on deletion, places the bottom of your security stack, and if you have a tamer, hatch a Digi-Egg. And the inheritable on deletion, place 1 yellow vaccine trait from your hand to the bottom of your security stack is also very good. Now I was running, I believe, 4 of this one in my original deck gameplay, but we've cut it back since then because its inheritable is good at times, its all turns effect is good at times, but it's just not as good as I would like it to be. At the moment, I am playtesting and enjoying having actually Pedomon that we got from BT18. So BT18 was the last new set. Security effect is at the end of battle, play this card without paying the cost. And then inheritable is when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000. Being able to have yet another body that can just pop out of security via just getting hit versus hoping to trash it like the Gatomon does. That's where the differences lie. And also with that fact, I was actually running for this Angemon from EX6, but as you can kind of guess, I kind of cut like half and half. I cut half of my Angemons and half of my Gatomons to make room for the Pedomons, because this deck is kind of heavy on the level 5s and 6s. So having some 4s to go into pretty quickly is important. Now, the main level 5 that's great for this deck is Magna Angemon from BT16. It combos great with Dominimon. It's on play when digivolving. You get to search your security attack for a level 5, or not, pardon me, for a level 6 angel or 3 great angels to digivolve into. And then you get to play something back in, as well as the inheritable of all your angels, archangels, and 3 great angels game blocker. So, very good. Initially, my first playtest, before I did that gameplay video, I was trying to run like 2 and 2 of the aces of Magna Angemon and Angewoman, but we're already running quite a few aces as our top ends, so I cut that back. They're still very good to play, but if you can help it, you really don't want to digivolve your mega level aces on top of these, because if you do, just be weary. You are going to have a lot of overflow. Now, another great level 5 that's in this deck is the Archai Angemon, on play and when digivolving by adding a top or bottom of your card of your security stack. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -4, and then you can place an angel or 3 great angels from your hand at the bottom. And heritable is same thing as Magna. Just give all your stuff blocker. I'm running 2 copies of Trubimon Ace, 2 copies of Seraphimon from BT14. Now I know there is the Ace version that came out of EX6, but basically 2 points I like to make on that. One, personally I don't care for its effects too much from EX6, and this one is also more aggro, but because everything else we are running in this deck is some high counts of aces, both 5s and 6s, mainly 6s, I felt like it was good to have another level 6 that wasn't an ace, but was also a very good angel to have in this deck, so I included him. Of course, Dominimon. If you don't know what this card does, you're missing out. It basically gives all your angels a blanket of protection by sacrificing your security, as well as being able to possibly play one of your other level 5s, which could be your aces, could be the Archai, could be another Magna Angemon, and then you just go into a thing of rinse and repeat, especially if it's Magna Anga. 2 copies of Ophanimon Ace. Its effects is also very good. It's on par there with the Angewoman Ace, constantly giving you recovery and possibly even security attack plus. So another thing you can also say is that aside from Dominimon, Cherubimon, Seraphimon, and Ophani all have some sort of effect of where at some point in some way they can get security attack plus, making it very aggro. I'm running 1 copy of Messenger of Hope. A lot of people call for this card to be limited to 1, and I'm actually kind of glad it's not, because it actually is very conditional compared to Hidden Potential Discovered, so personally I think it's fine as it is. Revelation of Light at 2, because it's a good card. It can trigger off of the trashing effect that we sometimes do with our security, and it can also help us dig for a level 4 or lower from our security and put it into play. It's a nice card to have. And then, I don't know if many people are running this in their 3 Great Angels decks or not, but I'm running at least 2 copies of it. And that is Final Excalibur, Dominimon's style of card. You can unsuspend one of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels traits. If you have Dominimon, unsuspend all your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels traits instead, as well as the security effect of recover 1 and then add it to your hand. So this is a good way to get some extra aggro in. As for the Tamers, I've seen different combinations, and I've actually opted to go mainly with Kari as my memory fixer. It does have an effect that triggers when it gets trashed from security. And all turns when effect does remove a card from my security stack, I can suspend this tamer and give something of my opponent's security attack -1, which can happen a lot with this deck. And you have to have a way to kind of protect your security stack because you are using your security stacks as a secondary resource and lifeline to keep your cards active and going. Last but not least, we have the TK and Kari tamer that came from EX6. Its barrier effect is kind of redundant, especially once you do have Digimon on board, but in the early game it can be useful. And if you can get more than one of them out there, it also becomes very good as well. Now, some cards to consider. It did get limited to one per deck, which kind of took away from the full power of the 3 Great Angels at first. But that is the TK Takashi that came out of BT14. It's still good. You can still run it in here as a single, just to get for that memory gain and a little bit of security card manipulation. Another card would be the TK and Kari from BT6 because 2 reasons. One, like I said before, you gotta use your security as a resource, and there's a good chance that you may end up getting low on security pretty quickly compared to your opponent before you can actually manage to finish off the game and do a victory dance. But with that being said, this card could probably help you supplement your loss of security by gaining you memory instead. I also do like the idea of running TK and Kari dual tamers in some form because of our option cards, as we saw a moment ago, like Messenger of Hope and Revelation of Light, both mention a specific tamer in name being in play. So if you have a dual tamer, it helps supplement that. Now there is this new Luxmon that came from BT18. I have not had a chance to play it. I think it could be good. Same thing with the Patamon from BT18. It's another Patamon that you could run in your deck instead, or in a company with what you already have. But I think it's more along the lines if you are running a lot more of your level 6s than you do anything else in your deck. And then last, I did try to play test it. I may need to go back and revisit it. And that is Arkai Angemon from BT18. I just preferred the on play when digivolving effect versus this on play on deletion effect. When I was playtesting this one, I got to where I just really missed this one. But this one doesn't have a bad effect either. It's on play on deletion. You may place one Digimon card with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels trait from your hand as the bottom security card. Then if you have 4 or more security, add the top security card to your hand. So it's just more security card manipulation. And it's on deletion inheritable of just straight up recovery is also not bad either. But like I said, I personally preferred the other one. So more playtesting may be needed. But those are some honorable mentions, and again, I really do love this game, and I really want to try and get more involved with the community, and I want to get more videos out there. But with everything that's happened to me as of late, I don't know when I'll be back to doing as much as I was before the holiday seasons even started. But either way, I really hope you all are enjoying the game. It's getting to where we're going to be combining sets and being on par with Japan soon. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Really good. I hope maybe in time I can get back into things myself right now, but I really don't know at the moment. I can hopefully try to get some more videos out of at least gameplay. But as for deck profiles, uh, this might be the only other deck profile video I can put out anytime soon. They say a pet is family, and a lot of people might not agree with that and just say something along the lines of, oh, it's just a pet, get over it, or anything like that. But if they say that, then they don't know. It's right up there on par. Like I said, it feels like I've lost my partner because my dog was there with me when my mother got sick and passed away. The dog was there with me when my brother also passed away. So all the people that was left in my on my side of the family that was they're gone, and that dog was there with me when I lost them. So anyway, I'm sorry this has not been as upbeat as my other videos. I do hope all of you out there who do manage to watch this, please understand. Give this video a like and please subscribe. I do hope to try and get back to it eventually, and I really want this video channel to grow, to be as good as Zenitsu or Evolt or Mario and all the other great Digimon YouTubers, but I'm dealing with some personal things right now. But this has been prodigious. I hope your holidays are better.